on. Get this shit situated. We live, gang. All right, gang, we live. We back live once again. Stef Saucy Talk is live, baby. It's been a long time coming, but I haven't did this in a while. What up? Stef Saucy Talk. It's here. Yeah, man. Wow, what an amazing feeling to come back live. It's been close to a year since I've been on live, but you know, just like anything, man, it's been a while, but we are still here, and I hope you can hear me out there. I got some new music that I'm gonna play, you know, the intro to Stef Saucy Talk. Woo-wee! Produced by myself. Yes, sir. Fire. Watch that bass hit. That bass is crazy on this song, right? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man. So look, this is how we gonna do it. We just gonna get y'all warmed up. Cause you know I love me some hip hop, right? In case you didn't know that by now. And we gonna talk hip hop today. Cause you know, we had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs of hip hop this year. But through it all, we gotta talk through it. Because we back. Stef Saucy Talk is back, baby. Yes. That's how we doing it. Woo-wee. What up? Throw some comments in the chat. Let me know you can hear me on there, out there. Yes, sir. Yeah. Man, that's the vibe right there. Wow. Welcome. This is Stef Saucy Talk. What you got, DJ Stef Saucy. And not only that, man, you know, some call me Stef, some call me Saucy, but I thank you for tuning in. You know, this is the live stream to close out 2025 into 2026. You can hear me too, by the way. I had my speaker set up with a microphone. I haven't did this ever on my YouTube channel, so this is the first time I'm ever doing that. You know, I'm coming into 2026 looking fly too, by the way. Scotch and soda, you know, the Scotch and soda hat. Watch on the Selly. Shout out to Shador Sanders. He made that celebration famous this year. And you know what, man? 2025, a lot has happened. Before I get to anything that happened in hip hop and anything that's happened on Google, anything that we've seen happen in finance, crypto, man, we got the good, the bad, and then we have the shitty. Yeah, we got that too. Yeah, you see that reaction right there? There was a lot of that this year. It's all right. Let it out. So yeah, that was funny. That was a funny meme right there. I like to post in my videos. But like I said, mentioning what happened in 2025, besides all that, I will talk about myself first. So first and foremost, January of 2025, I did something big. I did something major because I was looking for a change and I wanted to, you know, have something that I can call my own. It was my first ever purchase of a motor vehicle. Yeah, it took me over 27 years to do so. But right before my 28th birthday, man, I copped. And when I say I copped the bad boy BMW M3. If you know about the M3, man, such a legendary car. Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. I've had my ups and downs with the M3 so far, but man, I had to cop that. I went to Ohio. They purchased my M3, so that was a journey in itself. So I did that. It was a long drive, at least 11 to 12 hours, and then you figure another 11 to 12 hours coming back through the tri-state area. So yeah, man, I copped that blue. It's the Yas Marina Blue M3 competition package, competition wheels, and I added just a few upgrades along throughout the year. I did rear diffuser, carbon fiber, and then I also did the spoiler, carbon fiber, front lip, and the interior. I added some carbon fiber. You can see what I'm saying? So not only did I purchase the whip, the bad boy M3, I added some things on top of it to make it even more sick. So that was fun. And throughout 2025, I've been rocking with it. And now, unfortunately, you ready for it? Winter time, I haven't been doing too much with it. Oh man. Not what I was expecting, but that's the price to pay when you got an M3. When you got the M3, you got to tell yourself, okay, look, this is not an everyday car. No, it's not. Well, some people make it. I did it. I didn't make it everyday car. It's really a weekend, car to, flex around, drive around, do what I want to do, because it can get very expensive. And let me tell you guys, the maintenance on that car is very expensive. So just in case you're wondering, the price of maintenance, man, you got to do car payment, car insurance, oil change, and not every 8,000 to 10,000 miles. No, we're talking every 4,000 to 5,000. So I did that very quick. And then brakes go out after a good 75, maybe 6,000 miles. You got to change that too. So this is just within 1 year ownership. 1 year ownership. So I learned a lot and I gained a lot of knowledge. So, I'm grateful for that. It's an experience, man. It really is experience. So that's the first part. Second part, your boy got injured. Damn, man. Damn. That happened to me earlier in the year. But it's okay. Things happen, man. And you got to go through the ups and downs. And, it's crazy because, hold on, let me just make sure someone can hear me. It's crazy because, I didn't expect that, obviously. So, and, I've been battling through with that. And so I was out for 6 months. 6 months out of this year. Real interesting, to even say the least. So through my process, through my recovery, I had to go to physical therapy 2 to 3 times a week. And let me tell you, it's a good thing to go get help because we all know, man, we need that help once we get injured. So I did that. I got myself, right through physical therapy. For 6 months, guys, I just had to just really, go to therapy, come home, do a little bit running around here and there, try to have some type of fun, but you can't because you're on workers' comp, you're injured, you can't do much. So I was doing that 6 months. I just recently got back to work. But along the way, I was doing, of course, my Stef Saucy Talk videos. I was posting my Stef's M Life videos on the M Life playlist. Just in case you don't know about that, you can go subscribe to that. Also, I was doing my Stef's Bitcoin report. We're going to get into that too as well, talk about the year recap of finance and Bitcoin. And not only that, I was doing the Stef game picks, NFL. I'm an NFL fan. I love talking football. So that's what I did. I did that. So, and now we're here, closing out 2025 and praying and putting the best foot forward for 2026. Am I right? If you're feeling the same way, if I'm feeling, and if you're feeling the same way how I'm feeling, Drop a comment down below, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend. So yeah, man, going through the injury, I got through that, and then obviously I posted on my YouTube channel my health scare. Is anyone out there very into health? Because if you aren't, you need to start getting into your health. Not even getting into it, but taking your health seriously. Because for one, you don't expect things to happen to you when you think you're taking care of your health. You think you're doing everything the right way, but you're clearly not. You're clearly not. And clearly I wasn't, as I admitted myself into the hospital towards September-ish. And, I had a stomach issue. I really had some greasy food. Anyone can attest to that? Do you like some greasy food? Do you like Wendy's? Do you like Burger King? Yeah, I was eating all that. You like tacos? You like mac and cheese? You get what I'm saying, right? You like Jamaican food? You like Caribbean? You like pizza? All those different types of foods I was eating up to the point, man. Well, one day I had some really sharp pain. Sharp. No, I'm not talking about stomach ache. Stomach was sharp. And I had to check myself into the hospital because I couldn't understand what was going on. Urgent care couldn't find out. They didn't have a CAT scan, so I had to go get the CAT scan. And that's when I found out, guys. An hour into, checking myself into the hospital, I had gallstones. In case you didn't know what the gallstone is, it's in the gallbladder, just like a kidney stone, but instead it's a gallstone that builds up in there. So the doctors, told me I didn't need surgery, which was grateful because, that was a sign of relief. I didn't really want that. And so I did that. And, I was out of the hospital within 3 days tops. I was on a low-fat diet, water-based diet, anything you could think of that didn't require me eating good home-cooked food like I like to do. I didn't do that. So, that was an experience, man. It was an eye-opener, life lesson learned. I've been doing better. Obviously, I haven't checked myself in the hospital because I'm still here. I'm talking to you today. So that's a good feeling. And, you got to, thank God. Thank God for all that he does for you and will continue to do. And just, be positive, stay focused, man, because, we all need to stay focused in these times. So that was my 2025. How was yours? You can let me know in the comments. I'm eventually read them as I go throughout my video. But look, man, this is what I'm saying to you about 2025. Was it the greatest year? Probably not, but it's a year that you made it through, right? And we're almost heading into 2026 in less than an hour and 40 minutes. If you were out there in Eastern Standard Time, then obviously you're in my time zone. But if you're in the Pacific time, what's up, West Coast? Y'all got a lot to be happy about this year, right? The Grand National Tour, Kendrick Lamar. We're going to talk about that too. Because, man, oh, man, did he leave a mark on 2025. He sure did. So we'll get to that also. And we'll also get to, like I said, finance stuff. Talking about people that are really searched on Google. Did you know that? Did a lot of people know that you can go on Google Trends and you can find out who's been searched? That's how, I got a lot of my stories when I do my videos. I go on Google Trends and I find out what's trending, in sports, music, news, finance, political. So all that stuff, man. We're going to get to that today. And just, really just saying goodbye to 2025 and hello to 2026. Am I right? Let me just drop something, man. I got to drop something because I like that. Goodbye to 2025 and hello to 2026. Yes. Nice. Okay, so here we are. I had to do this live stream today. I was going to do some videos. I still probably will do some videos because I'm excited about, creating content, man, for 2026. There is no excuses no more. We got to do it. We got to talk about some things. First thing to talk about 2025 is hip-hop. hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, the most publicized, commercialized, and obviously notarized genre of music in the world. Yes, I said that, in the world, at the forefront each and every year. But I will say that it might be some slippage going on because, man, some of these artists, man, their styles, man, it's like you hear artists like the Clips, and then you would say to yourself, "Wow, what can rap become?" Like, when we got some guys out there, I'm gonna mention to you on this live stream today that I feel like are taking the torch and going forward, pushing the culture. But then there's some other shit that you be seeing. It's real gimmicky, guys. And I'll be quite honest with you, it deserves this type of yeah, it deserves that. Yeah, so let's start off first, man. 2025, like I said, Kendrick Lamar. We got to get to this guy, man. Talk Kendrick, because, man, oh man, Kendrick Lamar, he did a lot. He did a lot, and he accomplished a lot due to the fact that he pretty much dominated 2025. Started out the year at the Super Bowl, biggest stage possible, right? Grand National Tour announced right after, or maybe right before. It was in that time frame. Gets to the Super Bowl and has a show, but the show has some, some extras in it, and a notable person that we know, we love. We've seen him in movies. We've seen him in countless commercials. Yeah, that guy from Capital One, Samuel L. Jackson. And he came in as Uncle Sam, but the black Uncle Sam. And it was really, he didn't even know. He said this in an interview, like he didn't know what was going to go on. And he played his role to perfection. He's like, no, man. Don't be saying all that. Get out of here with all that ruckus. Pretty much being the devil's advocate and antagonist towards hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick Lamar has done that in a lot of his albums. Obviously put in samples of people talking down on hip hop. And, he's at the forefront. You know what I'm saying? From his lyricism. He's not a gimmick. Obviously, we know he doesn't mumble rap. So we've seen that at the Super Bowl halftime show. The most viewed, I should say, halftime show. Over 130, no, not, I didn't say 100,000, not 100 million, but 135 million viewers. Big deal for him, which is crazy. That was a Super Bowl record. Rihanna had broke it, and then now him. So we've seen a lot of black artists in the past few years at the Super Bowl. Now, 2026, muy caliente. I'm getting that. Bad Bunny. He's coming out on the Super Bowl stage. Very controversial, as our very own president is against it. And obviously, ICE, they're out here, man. So, but culturally, I think it's different to mix it up, have somebody different, from a race perspective and a music perspective. I'm all for entertainment, man. I embrace all the music, Latin, hip hop, reggae, pop, what I'm saying? Even country at some point, obviously not the racist stuff, but, there's some good country out there. So look, all I'm trying to say is Kendrick Lamar's show broke records, and then obviously during the show, we got a few songs off the GNX album. And then there is, of course, the viral moment where you kind of hinted at, is it going to happen? Is he going to do it? Is he going to drop the song with DJ Mustard? He did. And guess who it was pointed at? Once again, all 2025, who has been trolled at, has been talked down on, is Drake. Yeah. That's That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, let it out. Let it out. Let the cries out. Because my man, he did not take too well to the whole diss record. Went to get it checked out and created the lawsuit. But the lawsuit did not go on. We'll talk about that too as well. So what does Kendrick do? He gets on the biggest stage possible for an 135 plus million views record. I just said that, right? Record. And drops the Not Like Us. Come on, bro. Can we get a breather? No letting up by Kendrick. He had to show people that diss. So he showed the people that diss. And obviously that right there became a trend on TikTok. Well, he made it a trend. So obviously he couldn't curse. He couldn't call him a pedophile. And so he still goes ahead and drops a song. Knowing the implications of that record, knowing that it is a diss record, knowing that it is a commercial record, so we can't act like radio stations weren't playing it. So he did drop it. So once he did drop it, it was just like a shot, I think, to the OVO fans. And I'm really shocked too he played the record. I didn't want to hear it. I did not want to hear that at the Super Bowl. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to hear some more Kendrick. But as he does, bring down another black man. As my uncle would say, man, niggas, boy, I tell you. I tell you, bro. Anything that served their purpose, let it out once again. Tarnish another man. Not good. Not good. So we got that performance. Then right on the heels of that performance, Grammy Awards. Grammy Awards. And when I tell you he swept the Grammys, he swept them. Matter of fact, let's get to the numbers. Let's talk how many Grammys he won in 2025. And I know it was at least over 5. Over 5, if I'm not mistaken. Best rap song. We have best rap song, best song of the year, record of the year, rap performance, and rap song. Wow, so that's 3, 6, 7. Wow, 7 in total in 2025. Kendrick Lamar has done it, and he's in the top 20s now. Total. I didn't say just for that. 1 Grammy year. Total. As he has his collection, his hardware case somewhere in his big mansion, probably in LA house. So he's got that under his belt. And then, like I said, GNX Tour comes out, and he's co-headlining with SZA, who is also a TDE member. So look, now you got Kendrick Lamar. GNX drops 2024, end of the year. We run through that album. Obviously, it's a fire album. You know, I'm going to obviously call it what it is. He did his thing on that. Very West Coast based. A lot of West Coast artists on there. Lefty Gunplay, AZ, all these other cats that I really don't know. And just SZA, really, on the album. So, you know, that was really pretty much interesting, to say the least. So we got that out. So look, now he headlined. So I'm actually there at one of his shows. May, I think it was the first week of May, I believe. So I got to see that live in performance. And let me just say this. I'm not going there as a Drake advocate to, you know, pretty much support Drake. Obviously, I knew what I was getting into. From the moment I stepped in that building, I knew that record was going to play. So that's okay. It's music, right? And you're supporting a black artist. So, GNX Tour, crazy. The vibes are crazy. People down below me, it felt like, you know, everybody was just singing along. Obviously, SZA's there. She's there for the ladies too as well. But when that Baby King record with Kendrick Lamar comes out, Family Ties. Oh man, the crowd go wild for that record. So I'm sitting there. No, it's not sitting. I'm standing because I did not sit at all. I stood there, watched the whole thing play out. It was crazy. It was amazing, man, to see that happen. So we're actually live here on Fanbase. I don't know if you guys know about Fanbase, but I'm trying this thing out right now. I don't have the viewership yet, but it's gonna get there. I know it's gonna get there eventually. So we're just gonna take time, man, and just keep working, keep figuring things out. But if you're on my YouTube, you can check me out on Fanbase at Stef Saucy too. By the way, it's a new platform owned by Isaac Hayes III. It's a black platform created for us, by us, for us, as I like to say. But anybody can be on there now. And now we're talking about revenue streams. Revenue streams has to be the topic in 2026. All right, but that's for another time. So Kendrick Lamar goes overseas with the GNX tour just to continue for his run in 2025. As we're talking about 2025, he goes overseas. I think he's in Italy. He's in Australia even now. Doing it big. He went to Mexico and he went to the arch nemesis Drake's hometown of Toronto and sold out the Rogers Center. Hasn't been done at all. Crazy stuff, man. And I hope you guys are witnessing this on my Stef Saucy talk. This is crazy. This is crazy. So let me tell y'all something, man. I'm trying to do my live and at the same time share it. So let me see. I'm live, right? Am I live? I want to make sure I'm live. Okay, I am live. Let me see if I can share this link. Damn it, I can't share it. Pardon the interruption. Guys, I'm trying to share something with my uncle. As I'm trying to share the link to the live, see if it sends. But yeah, so I just sent the live out to my uncle, man, just so he can tap in, and anyone else out there that's listening right now, you can watch me, Stef Saucy talk. Fanbase we're still live. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're still live. Okay, back to the whole Kendrick situation. So we go through 2025, him the Grand National Tour, World Tour at that. Not only in America, but he did go overseas, did his thing out there overseas. And look, you just see from city to city just how involved the artists are. Because I know there are a lot of Kendrick fans out there. Shout out to y'all fans out there. So we've seen that. And on top of that, having a diss record every show, knowing the humiliation, knowing the significance of the record is, and the fans, man, when that one part goes on, everybody sings along to it. It's just crazy, bro. Crazy stuff. So that was Kendrick Lamar's 2025. Pretty impressive, right? Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So then we head down more to hip hop, the Clips. The Clips right now, these guys are on the road. I just seen a video there at the Brooklyn Paramount. But 2025 for them too was something notable to speak about. I had to talk about them. I was just getting warmed up before the live playing So Be It, So Be It. Ace Trumpets off that Let God Sort 'Em Out album that I think personally for rap album of the year, I think it should be getting it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that right there sums it up for those guys with 2025, just having a rollout. And not only that, man, I got to watch a lot of videos of them even after 15 years since they last dropped an album is impressive. Impressive to say the least. And it's like when they're on these songs that I'm hearing throughout the album, it's catering to their voices. Like they don't have to rap fast. They just take their time, lyric by lyric, phrase by phrase, and their cadence, man, is unmatched. I feel like Pusha T, man, the way how he gets on the records, it's like a poem in a sense, but he's rapping at the same time. So it's kind of dope to really hear the whole album from top to bottom. Me personally, I think my favorite record off of there is So Be It. So Be It, So Be It. Man, and Malice, oh my gosh. When he hopped on that track on So Be It, he's like, you ain't Malice. God did. You ain't Khaled. You had it and I had it. She never mattered. Oh man, that was hot. That was hot. And it's like they take their time on the record, bro, bar for bar. You know what they're saying. That shit was dope. Rollout was dope. And they had a breaking point in the year, right? So they went to New York. Shout out to anyone from New York. I'm here. In the summertime, they had a free concert in the streets of Harlem. Not too many artists are doing that, and that's what hip hop is all about. Moments like that, you see a group. Obviously they've been in the game for over 20 years, but to see that, bro, that was amazing. Free, by the way, in the streets of Harlem, connecting with the people, the community, because that's what hip hop culture is. You got to be out there at the forefront, showing people that supported you all these years. For you to do that for free, dope, man. Dope for the people out there in Harlem to see that. I actually missed it too. I was supposed to get there, but I couldn't. But it was crazy. And not only that, they broke history by being the first people to perform at the Vatican in Italy. Are you serious right now? Bro, that was insane, man. The Vatican in Italy, how holistic, how sacred of a place that is. Breaking boundaries, bro. That's what hip hop's all about. Breaking boundaries, going against the grain. Eclipse did that. If you're just now tuning in, this is the Stef Saucy Talk end of the year 2025 review. Streaming right now on YouTube, and obviously I'm on my fan base account. This is new for me. Fan base is something new that has recently came out recent year or so. I'm trying to figure out the kinks of it. I'm live on there too, by the way, in case you don't know what fan base is. It's owned by Isaac Hayes, and he created a platform, that's just like Instagram, just like Facebook, but just needs the funding. It's gonna take time, but it needs the funding. So yeah, that's what that is. I am Stef Saucy. Some call me Stef, some call me Saucy. Yeah, it's 2025 coming to an end. We are now officially 1 hour and 20 minutes away from the new year. Good things are bound to happen in 2026. I'm believing it. I am, telling myself, yo, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So Clips, man, rap group that, came back after 15 years. And they came back with some scrutiny too, because they were supposed to have a record. Oh, they did have the record, but Def Jam. Boy, I tell you, Def Jam and these labels, they just try to rape artists. They try to control artists. So this is what happened, right? So they had a record right now on the album called Chains and Whips, featuring no other than who? You probably can't guess it. But I'll tell you, it's Kendrick Lamar. And you know the ramifications when you have a guy like Kendrick Lamar on the album. So what does Def Jam do? They tell the Clips, it's either you take him off the record or you're going to get dropped from the label. Are you serious? Or for one song? That's what they were told. Kendrick Lamar had to be off the record. Take him off. We don't want to have that controversy in it. So what did they do? Bought themselves out the deal. No longer on Def Jam. Just because of that. Because they stuck by who they are and what they represent for hip hop. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy right there. So that was another story about Clips and what they did in 2025. Now, moving forward, oh man, if only you can understand. Shout out to Vintage Electronic checking in 3439. Yeah, man, what up? What up? Can you hear me loud and clear? Yeah, we came a long way, baby. Came a long way. We got the mic set up, got the sound effects. I got some audio I'm gonna play too, by the way. All right, so back to what I was saying. Also in hip hop this year, we've seen something outrageous, and I hope you guys can understand what I'm about to play for you, because this guy in 2025 went viral for a quick hot second. Yeah, he went viral for a quick hot second. We're talking about Kanye West. Yes, he did. I feel like every time I talk about Kanye West, it's controversial, but it has to be. It wouldn't be him. This is the guy that went on stage, told Taylor Swift Beyonce should have won the VMA. He even made a song about Taylor Swift saying he made her famous. Yo, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Yeah. That's insane, bro. He made her famous. All right. Yeah, let it out. Let it out. The cries of 2025 as we continue to move into 2026. So you know what happened to him in 2025? Kanye West wore a black KKK outfit. You guys remember that when I posted that video saying whose side are you on, Kanye's side or the sides of the people he dissed? So what I'm gonna do for you before I play this clip, talk about Kanye West. In that whole interview with academics, y'all know how I feel about academics. So he did the interview with academics in some hotel overseas. I think he was in Japan with a black KKK suit on. And not only that, Kanye West had a lot to say about a lot of artists, saying that no, they're slave herders. They are part of slavery still. But I have a clip that I want to play what he said in regards to Jay-Z. Oh man, he went at Hova. Let me just get to it real quick. Boom, boom, boom.
Sweater nigga. I mean, what is sweater nigga? Oh. You know, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him.
Whoa.
Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it?
Oh.
Subject. You know, but you offended Jay-Z.
Wow. Mic drop. Hold, that's just one clip. One clip of Ye calling out Hov. Calling him out. The CEO of Rockefeller, Rock Nation it is now. So listen to me, man. Kanye West did this interview with the intention, I repeat, the intention to call out a lot of people in the industry. He's been in it. He's been a part of it. He's been betrayed by his own family. Kim didn't want to fuck with him after a certain amount of years because he's too crazy. He's this, he's that. He's bipolar. But he speaks his truth. He exposes you. And that right there is just a clip, just to give you an example of what we've seen in 2025. 2024, Cat Williams told you, y'all didn't want to listen to him. And now 2025, Ye is telling to you. Do y'all want to listen to him? I'm telling you, bro. And that was funny, man, because, you know, when I was doing that video on my YouTube channel, I'm reading the comments here, man. This is some funny stuff that I'm seeing in the comments. When I'm trying to tell you what it is, y'all don't want to take me for my word for it. So look, when you hear someone like Kanye West say, you gonna take his word for it? Because in 2025, everything came to fruition. Cat Williams said it best in 2024. It's up for Diddy and all these other fake ass people in the industry. Look at Diddy now. Locked up in jail. I'm going to get to him in a second, too. Don't you worry about that. So Kanye West went viral just off of that interview with DJ Academics, in case you didn't watch that. So Hey, look, bro, don't say I said it, but Kanye West, yeah, man, he can be potentially the only guy that we know in the rap industry that doesn't go the other way. Yeah, yeah, because look, I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for him and his music and his what is it, being a cultural icon he is, a lot of people want to follow in his footsteps because they drinking the Kool-Aid, guys. Kanye doesn't. He lets you know everything and anything at any given time. He's an industry plant. She's an industry plant. He's a cultural icon. He cultivated this. He did that. He gonna let you know. Don't take it from me. Take it from Kanye West. You want to hear more Kanye? Let's see. I got another clip I wanna play for you.
Sweater nigga come up and just this nigga wears sweaters and motherfucking
I mean, word is out in public.
whatever agendas, right, on the media that they want us to focus on. And that's something where, I don't know who the people are, so it would sound like real conspiracy theory. I just know that the kid from Lincoln Park got killed for expressing some of these same truths. And for me, just as a father, at a certain point, it's not about, it never was that, but when you're a celebrity, whatever agendas, like on the media that they want.
People's agenda. Before that video got cut off, forgive me, guys. That was a YouTube short. But listen. Conspiracy theorists or conspiracies in general are only a conspiracy until it's the truth. There's so many that we know in this world that a lot of us don't want to believe it. But although they might say it's a conspiracy, it's most likely true. And Kanye West is not afraid to tell the truth. And you look, man, he talks about people, celebrities in the industry that do these certain type of, devious and heinous ways of treating people. We've seen Diddy. We've seen the documentary on him and what he did. We've seen Jeffrey Epstein. We've seen what he did to young minors and whatever else was happening on Epstein Island. So, those type of people, should they be going to the other side of the mortal world? I'm not here to judge on that, but those are bad actions committed by those people. It's not right. No, it's not, because they're innocent lives that you're taking, people's spirits that you're taking, that you broke, and you robbed them and took everything away from them, man. It's not right. It's not right at all. So, 2025 showed Kanye West in a different form. I was surprised by him dressing up as a black KKK outfit. But eventually, later on in the year, he apologized to the rabbi. Remember, he was on his anti-Semitic shit when he was talking about Jews in his country. What happened to him? Assets got pretty much dropped. Balenciaga dropped him. Adidas dropped him. Y'all remember that whole situation? How can you go from being worth close to $10 billion? He was worth more than Jay-Z at one point, Kim Kardashian at one point, Rihanna at one point. All these musicians from rock, he was worth more than them. Then all of a sudden got taken away because of just his comments. His comments. But see, that's the power, bro, of words. They took him out. So now recently, Kanye West met with the rabbi, Jewish rabbi, and explained to him his apologies, his sincere apologies to his actions that he's taken, and he expressed he's bipolar. We all know this, but we continue to let him go on and let him say what he has to say, but he doesn't have people in his corner. And it's unfortunate, man, for a guy like that. So look, man, so everyone's going to be out there for each other. For themselves. I wouldn't say each other, for themselves. So moving on in 2025 in hip hop, we seen, I'm going to talk about this guy. Last but not least, Drake, man, 2025 wasn't the best year for him as far as music. He dropped a collab album with Party Next Door. And so based off of that start in 2025, we've seen that still on the heels of the beef with with Kendrick Lamar. It's an R&B album. It sold a lot of units. Nokia was the best song. And also another song off that album, some sexy songs for you in case you didn't know the name of the album. It's called Give Me a Hug, where Drake obviously shows his love and appreciation for strippers. Yeah, he does. And not only that, he calls out, people talking down on his name. He said he's a leader of the new generation. And he also calls out not only a podcaster, but someone that used to be cool with him, but now no longer he is. And his name, Joe Budden. Man. Sad. Oh man, the cries are coming out in 2025, guys. And it's pretty sad and unfortunate about what he said to him. He said he's a dick sucker because he called him a dick sucker, bro, because he didn't like his music. And yo, I don't know how, as a man, you could take that to the chest with another artist calling you a dick sucker. Crazy to say the least. But that was Drake's moment to show his will upon people that he dislikes. So he does that. We go throughout the spring bumping, Nokia hit song, and then summer 2025, Drake comes out. He comes out, yo, and not the best coming out party, pause, no pun intended, to the other side, you know what I mean. But he does these Iceman streams. And I remember myself posting a video. You remember I posted a video in August when I was talking about the fall from Drake? What happened to him? His spirit got hurt. His name got mentioned a lot in beef with Kendrick Lamar. So what does he do? He does the stream. And within the stream, we get Drake rolling out in a fucking ice truck that carries ice, riding around his city of Toronto. People showing love, people showing this, that. But then not only that, people are showing hate to him. They said, yo, real talk, F you. And Drake took it and he said, yeah, don't act shy now, pussy. I was like, whoa. Bro, where that other side of Drake came out where it's like it's that Caribbean, Jamaican style type flow. And then not only that, man, he just looked so bad, man. I'm just like, this is not the Drake I've been used to seeing. Obviously, I liked it. I like his music. But now it's just getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Then you got the song What Did I Miss? Where he drops that song. And in it, he talks about LeBron over and over. Doesn't say the name publicly. But he said, you've been dick riding me since my Headlines album. You've been at my shows, at my home with the hoes. Yeah. LeBron been dabbling into that too, by the way. He wasn't always the 100%, for better or for worse, husband acting like nothing ever happened. No, Drake is telling you on the record, things happened when LeBron was at the pop-out with K-Dot. Remember that? On Juneteenth, the day the slaves were liberated in Texas over 200 years ago. That's the day Kendrick Lamar decided to do his concert, just to really show you that, Black liberation, Black empowerment. And who was there? LeBron freaking James, a guy that has been with Drake at his shows, as I mentioned, at his home, at his game, supported him, even got him tattooed on him. That's how much he loves LeBron. And now he is his enemy because he went to the other side. He didn't want to go on the light skin side like me. Nah, he wanted to dabble into his own color. That dark skin, that flavor, that chocolate. Nah, nobody wants to fuck with us light skins, man. Hey, look, it's not me. You clearly see what LeBron did. So what does Drake do? He responds. Drops, what did I miss? And all the way up until now, guys, all the way up until now, Drake is supposedly dropping this highly anticipated album. Well, it's not going to drop this Friday, I don't think, in the new year, but it's going to be coming real soon. As he's mentioned, he's wrapping up, his last final recordings, and we should be getting Iceman. So 2025 was not his year, is the point I'm trying to explain to you guys. As he has been going downhill to say the least. I don't know how else to explain it, but this. Yeah.
So there you go.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. So it's been a laughing matter this year for Drake. I mean, not only that, the gambling situation with him and Stake, the CEO, not being able to get his payouts. So look, man, 2026, we got to see some new music from Drake. What is going on? It's been too long. He's been in the dark. Oh, my goodness. So that was 2025 for Drake. But not only that, some statistics, just in case you didn't know. Not only did he get, embarrassed and shamed throughout the year, but he had 30 sold-out dates on tour overseas for Some Sexy Shows for You alongside Party Next Door. Just to throw that out. So he was the 7th highest paid musician of 2025. Number one, I'll show you right now. Number one was The Weeknd. The Weeknd was 298 million. So a hard list to compete with. Beyonce did good. Taylor Swift obviously did good. So a lot of good things to talk about in music in 2025. And just to wrap up hip hop, I just want to mention this next person. Well, a couple people, but what is associated to this person? Young Thug. He got out of jail this year, but before getting out of jail, we all know that he was facing RICO charges in the YSL case, being the head leader, and then he has co-conspirators with him as well. Musician Gunna was convicted. He got out of jail the year before. And now, Atlanta artists, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Can someone tell me what's going on in Atlanta with these musicians? But their whole thing now is I kid you not, is the Fuck the Streets campaign. Wait a second. Oh man, I gotta cry to that. Fuck the streets? Hey man. Now y'all turning y'all backs on the streets now. Oh no, but that wasn't the case. 21 Savage said fuck the streets, but he didn't mean that. What he really meant to say is let's make the streets better. No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. And a lot of these cats, Young Thug said it, but I thought y'all came from the streets. So why all of a sudden y'all having a campaign called Fuck the Streets? I'm confused by that. Y'all want to do better now. But a lot of y'all snitches though. So I really don't understand why all of a sudden now, when we talk about, hip hop in its totality, we got guys from Atlanta switching up and obviously feeling like they have to say that in order to them to move past their beefs with each other. Because remember now, Gunna don't talk to none of them. Young Thug still don't fuck with Gunna based off him being released earlier than him. So now all y'all want to talk about F the streets. No, man. Y'all are some fakes, bro. Y'all are some really clowns now to really go out there now and try to tell people that already are in the streets, nah, you shouldn't be in the streets. And y'all be snitching, man, like a mug, bro. So that right there was the highlight towards the end of 2025. And guess who spoke about this situation? 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, we all know what he been through. This guy went from being at the top of the hip hop charts to almost being locked up for life. And not only that, 6ix9ine, he went through his money being robbed, him being kidnapped, someone fucking his girl, someone threatening to kill his mom. So then what does he do? He corroborates with the feds and he gets out of jail. So then he responds to Young Thug and Gunna and 21 Savage now when they're saying F the streets. And he says, to his point, it's only convenient to them now because of the issues that they're having right now with the Atlanta-based artists. But before, everyone would clown him about it, but he never said F the streets. He was in a, look, listen to me. He was in a dire situation, life or death. His family was in a life or death situation where if he didn't say what he had to say, they would have all been dead. What would you do if your family was put in that situation? Would you corroborate or would you fold up and then your whole family's gone by the time you get out of jail? If you're lucky to get out of jail. So that's the situation that Young Thug and that 6ix9ine went through, and now he's looking at Young Thug and laughing at these guys because these guys are probably, really snitches. It's sad. It's sad, man, that hip hop, has to go through this time and time after again. These guys continue to get locked up. Tory Lanez had a bad year, 2025. He got stabbed up. Remember Tory Lanez? And he still to this day, he went on a news interview, a television interview, confronting his innocence, saying that he did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion. He's standing by that story, but he got stabbed 14 times in prison this year. Damn, bro. And he still got to serve another 8 years in California prison. So, look, it's been some trying times here in 2025. As Future said, F 2025. We ready for 2026. Are you? Okay, we are officially now in the 11 o'clock hour, approximately 54 minutes, 56 minutes until we hit 12 o'clock. I'm going to stay on here as long as I can until we can get to 12 o'clock. And so we can celebrate 2026 together. Am I right? Am I not right? Yeah, of course. Of course I'm right because, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We made it here, right? We made it here. So why can't we make it another 50-something minutes to 12 o'clock? Stay with me. Stay with me. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Okay. Now that hip-hop is done, let's get to the real news of 2025. Some say that this guy wasn't someone that you should look up to, but he made a lot of headlines this year. And who that is Charlie Kirk. The assassinated Charlie Kirk. This guy, man, I had a video too I was going to post this year talking about the incident, but I didn't get a chance to, so I'm addressing it now. Charlie Kirk, assassinated. Political persecution at that. From a shooter all the way on top of a stadium at a college place. I think he was in Utah at the time of the shooting. From over 100 yards away, this guy shot Charlie Kirk in the neck. Exploded. His neck literally exploded from the shot. And it had us talking about, is it safe nowadays to be out there advocating for yourself? And freedom of speech. That's what I meant to say. Freedom of speech. What is it to be free? Interesting enough. I can go on YouTube right now, as we are here right now, and I might just say one thing, and they can take me down. Then that's not freedom of speech then, right? If I say such and such, terrorism, murder, blah, 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 against another person, I could be getting taken down, right, guys? So then that's not freedom of speech. And so that's why I have troubles with knowing what is and isn't, because, I feel like too many times we get caught up in, going on social media, airing out our truths, airing out our reality, saying what we want. But then there's just that very one thing that can get you banned, right? Why is that? That's not freedom of speech then. So when Charlie Kirk went on his tour, he was using freedom of speech, upset someone to the point where a gunman unloaded on him and took him out in one shot. But here's the thing. This is a man who disliked MLK, who said women should be submissive to their man. He called out black women. And I can go on and on. I can go on and on about what he has said. Not the best kind words you would think from a political commentator, because he has his own agenda, right wingers. And on the freaking day of his death, the president, said he was revered, liked by all Americans. Oh, he's going to be truly missed. He was the greatest ever. All these words, like, how was he the greatest ever, bro? He goes against a lot of things. And he even said it himself. He said it himself that one has to make the sacrifice in order for them to bring up this country. He got sacrificed. That's not my words. He said it himself. Someone has to get sacrificed. Did he want himself to get killed? Probably not. But he said it. I'm not making this up. Y'all can look it up on what Charlie Kirk believed in. So, is this what we have to look for moving forward? If you're on a campaign and you have different political views, is it safe to be out there? Because this was a white on white crime. A white shooter killed another white man. Black people, we ain't getting involved in that, right? Malcolm X assassinated by his own people. Martin Luther King, unfortunately, not assassinated by his own people, by another white man. So all of this is what I'm going to tell you is having a voice, right? Having knowledge above all. I feel like that's the scariest thing, man. Because no one wants to really hear the truth. They can feel like you're telling the truth, but when people have the knowledge and insight and are, anointed, yeah, that's the word, anointed. And it threatens, like I said, threatens public society and threatens people's belief. It feels like people try to take them down. Does it not? I think that's a topic of discussion. When you believe in something and you really have the knowledge to go against something that can either dethrone the government, take over people's minds in society to deter them away what they're being fed to, or number three, the same as 1 and 2, I feel like that's the biggest issue you're gonna have. I'm just being honest, bro. Because seeing that, I was just shocked and amazed. I mean, I know I've seen, right wings, bigots, fascists go on record, going against, people with affordable healthcare that can't afford healthcare, going against Social Security. And now you see this with the big, beautiful bill, eliminating those services for people, but still supporting the rich and the wealthy as they continue to get rich. Elon Musk is continuing to get rich, bro. He's approaching a whopping, I repeat, a whopping 600, not thousand, not million, $1 billion net worth, bro. 600 billion? You can give every American literally $100,000 with that kind of money. But y'all don't want to hear me though, man. I'm just here on here just talking because I just so happen to just, attain this knowledge. How can one man have all that money, bro? And this is what happened in 2025. He got President Trump into the office. They had some beef, but his valuation continues to soar higher and higher. That top 1%. Some of us will never even sniff a decimal of a 1%, let alone be a part of that class. You know how exclusive that class is? And like I said, the access to information is key too, man. That's how a lot of people stay rich, bro. Don't get it fooled. They get the access to the information. So, man, I know I kind of went off the rails a little bit talking about Elon Musk. But look, bro, Charlie Kirk is someone that I did not wish, obviously, him to get assassinated. But I don't believe in his views. I'll go on record and say that. I don't not believe in his views. You can quote me on that. And I'm not going to sit here and feel sympathy for the countless amount of Americans that felt Charlie Kirk deserved better. He's no longer here now. And, obviously, I think most importantly from the situation is the message, what he represented, what he stood for against, above all. I don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. And the FBI, they were quick to find a shooter on this situation. And it's so funny because even in the United Healthcare CEO killing, that might not even be the shooter. It's really crazy how we might say to ourselves, come 2026, when he had his trial in May, Luigi Mangione, he might get acquitted. That would be insane. That would be breaking news to the people, I'm sure, because United Healthcare was getting a lot of scrutiny over high healthcare costs, prices, and what happens? CEO gets killed, not even before the new year in 2024. And now they supposedly have a shooter in custody. And look, that was talked about a lot too. Don't get me wrong this year. Real crazy, real crazy. So we spoke about Charlie Kirk, and then also now we can also talk about crypto. Crypto, man. I like to talk about some crypto, bro, and finances. But you know what I fucked up at, man? I couldn't believe this shit, bro. I heard about a stock. All right, we're gonna get to some stocks real quick. I heard about a stock. It is a tech stock. It is overpowering tech stock that grew very fast, debuted in 2020. And I heard about it. Bro, I heard about the stock. I'm going to tell you this right now. You can look it up yourself. It's called Palantir. 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 And now it's up tremendously, bro, from when I could have bought it. I'm talking about, I was looking at this stock for about 5 years. 5 years. Didn't think that it would grow so fast, but I fucked up. And now it's worth close to $200 a stock. It's got crazy market cap size. It's growing tremendously. Listen to what I'm telling you. Please listen to what I'm telling you about this stock. It's a government contract play. It gets funded by the government so it can use its technology services to help the Defense Department. Not only that, it gets funded by other businesses that uses their technology to help them secure their business. It's an AI play, a government play, it's a tech play, and I missed out on it. Missed out on that price. Now the price doubled, and now I look like a fucking clown. I look like a clown now because I didn't want to invest $60 per share. I'm telling you, 2025. If you missed out on something, make sure you go for it in 2026. Because you need to, man. You need to go for it because if you don't, you'll miss out on endless opportunities. And I missed out on that price of that stock. And I'm telling you this, guys, because nowadays you got to expand your portfolio. And now you have to invest even more than you have ever had. Now with the potential of Social Security now going to be extinguished within the next, let's say, maybe probably 2 decades. And that speaks for my generation and the generation behind me, my younger brother and sister. So you gotta invest, man. I can't preach that enough. So that was one stock that I missed out on. So earlier this year, continuing on stocks, I don't know if you remember once POTUS got into office, there was a economic warfare where tariffs came into play. You know what this guy did? He announced a whopping overhaul of tariffs on all countries that do business with the US. We're not talking small percentages. We're talking about, excuse me, high percentages, bro. Some in the upper tile of over 50%. And when I see that, the markets went downhill for a brief second. And this was in April. I remember this coming home from work. I said, this guy got to be fucked up, man. Because now you're giving all these tariffs towards these countries that we built relationships over the past decades. Obviously, when President Biden was in office. And now you're going to announce tariffs. That threw the markets downhill. But look at the flip side. The positive of that, he helped out his billionaire friends. Because once the market goes down, you know what they say, that's a discount. But the uncertainty, bro, that brought to the markets is what's really scary. What really he does, bro. And I think that was a big headline for this year. That the finance department is all depending on, what these tariffs are. We do work with Canada. Obviously, Canada imports our lumber and obviously electricity too. And now the relationships are starting to spoil with Canada now. So that is crazy, man. That we went through that, and still to this day, I think another major move might happen in 2026 that could affect markets again, just because of his actions. So we got that. Not only that, we got crypto. Anybody like crypto like me? I do. You see that? Yep. That's me, man. Bitcoin all day, every day, bro. What a great year for Bitcoin. I can tell you one thing. I came up this year on Bitcoin, bro. But see, what I did was I invested into Bitcoin way before. Excuse me. Way before I went into the 100,000. I bought in at 20-something thousand, guys. Just so I could throw that out there for you as an example. And once an election came around, 2024, all the way up to 2025, we hit record new highs, crazy market cap. Excuse me. And we see Bitcoin grow, but it also take a hit too, by the way. Because if you think about it, right, it's the highest performing asset. What that asset comes with is a lot of power and a lot of responsibility, because now you're fucking with your money and you're fucking with the technology of Bitcoin, which obviously there's only 21 million coins ever created. Let's just keep that in mind. 21 million coins ever created. And there's currently 19.9 million coins in circulation. So the question is, will it ever go down? That's a good question. I think we have to really listen closely to the experts and really have a faith and belief. Because all these other cryptos that you see, yeah, they might have some real world relevance, but Bitcoin at the end of the day, man, is king of kings. I always say this, bro, you got to be in it to win it. And when we see Bitcoin hit a record high, I repeat, a record high of $126,000. That's insane. It was literally had the same market cap as gold. And Vintage Electronic said, what do you think about gold as a party at diversification? I'm kind of confused by that. If you can really clarify party, like I'm confused by that. Are you talking about gold, the asset, and how you should diversify it in your portfolio? If you could, explain that a little bit better, I'd appreciate that. So we've seen crypto, like I said, hit all-time high, 126. Then eventually, the government shutdown happened. Let's not forget that, people. That had a lot to do with a lot of things. Parks are being closed, air traffic control. People were working without getting paid. So we had a lot of turmoil going down. Because they said the Democrats didn't want to cave in. They did not want to cave in, bro. And there's some good and bad to that because you gotta fight fire with fire. You're dealing with these Republicans, bro. You're not gonna get too much out of them. They're gonna stick by their political views, their parties, and they feel like they're controlled now. Because remember, it's all about control now. Republicans taking control over the House and the Senate, obviously with the win by Donald Trump, made a big difference. And we've seen a shutdown, longest in history now, guys, over 3 months long, or probably more. So we've seen that, and then we didn't see the funding for Bitcoin getting money into it. That's what I was trying to explain to y'all in one of my Stef Saucy Talk Bitcoin points, that was one of the reasons why we didn't see the money grow exponentially in Bitcoin once it went down from 126 to 80. 126, you hear me, to 80,000. Crazy move, but there's still more leg to run. So he says, including, I'm going back to vintage electronic, including gold in your diversification, have it as a part. I'm not too familiar with gold and owning it. I do feel like having a gold, let's just say a gold, what do they call it, a bullion in your portfolio. I mean, that right there, it will gain value obviously over time because it's not infinite, it's finite, right? So you figure, once that is in your portfolio, once you have accumulated that, it can only go up. But I wouldn't recommend people to go out there and buy it because Bitcoin is going to be worth more than gold. You heard what I just said, right? It's going to be worth more than gold at one point. So you going out your way to buy gold, I don't think you should. And I stand by that. I mean, we're in a day where you can walk around with your gold chain on, your gold, watch on. Yeah, that's gonna be worth money, but just like anything, man, the value goes down. But Bitcoin is here to stay. And once we start integrating more regulations now, because remember now, Bitcoin was founded on basically, the money you put in, it should go up, right? Everybody loves that, to see the price of a stock or even crypto keep going up, up, up. So now moving forward into 2026 and beyond, once the regulations kick in, once the SEC, all these other committees start to figure out how we can make it more fair for other traders, not just the institutional investors, but us, the retail people that want to get into it. So I think that's important, moving forward and beyond. And we see Bitcoin hit a lot of history, man. We had the, obviously the halving last year, and the next one coming in 2028. So there's no telling where the price could be. But I tell you one thing, you do not want to be on the opposite end of the spectrum when it does go up and you said, damn, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Nah, too late for that. It's too late for that, bro. So I think it was an interesting year, man. I think it was an interesting year for crypto. I think now moving forward, although the prices have been down since we've seen that all-time high, there's not enough to say but positive things going forward. You have to think positive now. As these corporations on Wall Street, Fortune 500 corporations and more, are investing heavily into Bitcoin, bro. Heavily. We're talking in the billions of dollars, bro. How could it ultimately go down to zero? But I want to play a clip for you. want to play a clip for you of what I don't know if you guys remember Andrew Tate, but he had something to say on Bitcoin. Let's see what he had to say. Let's see. Play this for you right now. Here it is. Audio from Andrew Tate saying Bitcoin will fall to 26,000.
Because all of you are analyzing the market, saying, why is it going down? Who's selling? Who's the bear? I've looked at the angles on the chart, and I don't know why it's still going down. Let me tell you why it's going down. It's going down because you think it won't. So everyone's max longing because the market's become super volatile. Most people have lost all of their money. So everyone's like, well, it can't go any lower. Let me just borrow some money and let me max long and make it all back in one trade. Let me tell you a secret of the universe. Everything can always get worse. You can lose as you're.
And that I agree with. Yo, what's going on? We got Godfrey on here. So yeah, man, we got more people checking into the live, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, bro. We're continuing to talk about some things. So Andrew Tate is talking about anything could possibly happen with Bitcoin. Let's finish watching what he had to say.
Entire family in a car crash, and it could be the worst day of your life. And on your way to the morgue to identify the bodies, you could also get in a car crash and lose a leg. And then on your way to the hospital, the ambulance could crash and lose a hand. And then when you're recovering with no family and no hand and no leg, you get an infection. Because the cleaner who cleans the hospital decided to not clean your room so they could go home early. It can always get worse. The price can always go lower. The more you believe that the price isn't going to dump, so you should borrow a bunch of money to max long, because we're at the bottom. The more you believe this is a sure thing, it's going to be fine, the more fucked you are. It can always get worse. And it will continue to get worse until all of the optimism is gone, until all the longs have stopped being placed, till everyone's out of money, till nobody's going to profit. And once that is in place, once nobody is going to make it all back with one trade, once everybody's lost all their fucking money, then we go to all-time high. That's the way.
Okay, just to clarify Andrew Tate and his comments. So max long position, he's talking about people that invest heavily into Bitcoin's price going up. Obviously, there are trades on that. You could do that. I don't do that personally. I just, invest when I can. So do you guys feel like Bitcoin can go down to 20-something thousand from 80,000 currently as it stands? Pretty tough leap. But like I said, it did go from 126 to 80. So anything is possible. He is correct about that. But no, man. I feel like nowadays there's too much money in the market, I would say, and too many different ways that the corporations have found out a way to make money off of Bitcoin and use this technology. So back to what Vintage Electronics said, would you say moving towards gold versus stock is the question? No, I just told you, bro. I'm not a gold person. Stocks is the way for me. I believe wholeheartedly. I do feel that if you diversify yourself in different areas of the stock market, you'll find success. Currently, right now, I have an account where I invested heavily into Walmart. They bought their shares back, and I was able to do a split. So instead of having a certain amount, I was able to accumulate more. So you'll see that more and more in your portfolio as companies receive more money and they return it back to the shareholders. So no, I do not feel people should be moving towards gold. Just to complete that. So look, guys, okay, quick update, 11:30 already, Eastern Standard Time. We are 30 minutes away from the new year, man. New year. Just keep telling your friends to tune in, bro. Yeah, baby. Hold up.
DJ Stef is in the building.
Yes, I am, baby. I'm in the building. Ready for 2026. Currently, right now, as we stand, I looking at the screen, 1 hour and 25 minutes. I've been live streaming right now. You know, I've done this before. One time, I think I did 3 hours. I don't think I had that in me. But we'll see where this takes me. Just so happy, man, to yeah. So I'm looking at what more comments being flooded into the live stream. So yeah, man, it's been a great run so far tonight on Stef Saucy Talk. Like I said, I'm also on Fan Base, guys. Fan Base, follow me on there. I want to big up Fan Base, man. That's what we're doing. And wherever you may be around the U.S. or even other parts of the world, Stef Saucy Talk is global, baby. We like to talk to people overseas too. So if you're from overseas, you can let me know too. By the way, man, I definitely want to hear your story. So I talked about hip hop, right? With 30 minutes left to go, guys, until we, less than 30 now, 27 minutes. I talked about hip hop, talked about the big name characters, Kendrick, talked about Drake, talked about Kanye, and plenty of others. Talked about Charlie Kirk, believe it or not, man. The shocker that was this year of a man getting assassinated on U.S. soil for being a political figure, which had a lot of political figures on edge. Then we just talked about, what you gonna call it? I keep forgetting now. Crypto, Bitcoin, and talked about Bitcoin, man, being the largest digital currency in the world, and will it continue? Yes, I believe it will. And now, man, 2026, bro. I'm just gonna talk about my plans, my things that I'm gonna be doing moving forward now, because we discussed what we discussed, but now it's about thinking big picture now moving forward in 2026. So let me just say this, man. 2026, I know for certain now, this is what I want to do. This I feel like is a calling, bro. I feel like now I am at the point where I know my capabilities. I know I have developed a skill, built a skill, and now I want to expand on it, man. Just grow Stef Saucy Talk to the heights that I've never seen before. I know there's possibilities, and I'm gonna, show you what I have in store for you 2026. Just so we're very clear, I will be creating a new space for myself. Yeah, you're gonna see a different scene from me besides this background behind me. I think it's time for change. I've been doing this for the past 3-4 years with this same background. So I want to show you guys my love and passion for art. I'm gonna put some art in the background moving forward, and just take it from there, man. We're going to continue to talk about these topics. Like I said, hip hop, crypto, finances, man. We all need to know about our finances and what we can expand on. But also the steps M life. Don't you worry, because that M, baby, it's gonna be back on these streets. I'm gonna have it back rolling. We're gonna do some nice things to it. 2026, man. I just can't wait, man, for this weather to break out, get better. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. But did you know that I learned something now? I learned that I can create my own business. Not saying that I never knew that, but now I found out that I'm going to transition to Shopify. Anyone know about Shopify out there? If you don't, it's a platform that helps entrepreneurs create a business model. You don't necessarily have to sell a physical product. For me personally, I had video and editing skills and also picture skills. I'm thinking about transitioning to that, guys. Building my own business that way, giving some passive income with AI, right? So that is what 2026 is about. AI and how to capitalize on AI and its uses. It has real world uses. Obviously, we know that. So what do you guys think about the artificial intelligence boom? Is it here to stay? Do we want it to stay? How can we regulate it? So that's what I'm going to be doing in 2026, using AI to my advantage, man. All these videos that you see me guys post on YouTube, post on my Instagram, post on Fanbase, all of that technology that I'm using is through AI, man. It's here for us, bro. And if I can just hone in on creating my business and helping others, man, do what I love to do, which is edit, there's no greater feeling in the world. That's the next step for me for entrepreneurship, I think. And, whatever the road leads me to. that's what I'm gonna be doing moving forward. And AI, man, it's really getting scary, bro. But it's getting real too, and you have to move forward because if you don't, you get left behind. Mark my words, you'll get left behind if you don't hop on the AI, man, and learn as much as you can from it, man. Because there is a lot of money to be made out there. And I just want to make it, man. I want to make it now. I want to do something where it's mine, I own it, and I want to be able to grow on it and have no limitations. No limitations from any of these jobs. I know what it is to work. I've been working now for the past, 15, 16 years now. And I'm telling you right now, creating your own business is the new way of creating a better life for yourself and your family and whoever else is along with you. Let me know what you think about that. Also, too, now, um, 1 hour and 30 minutes into the live stream, we are currently at the time of 11:38 p.m. And where you checking in from? You can let me know in the comment section where you're checking in from. Because, man, oh man, I'm feeling good. I have no excuses, guys. I repeat again, I have no excuses for 2026. I'm going to be very disciplined. I got a lot of things that I'm going to do that I think I've never done before. But it's in a positive way because I know that my capabilities is only going to take me over the top and keep me moving forward. So that's what I'll do, man. And that's what I want you a part of the journey, right? Because there is a journey to this. That you can't do nothing by yourself. I repeat, no one has gotten anywhere just by themselves. I mean, you need help. You need a support system. My fans, you for tuning in. Really appreciate that, man. And you can just always check in with the boy, man. I mean, I like to talk about a lot of things, and we're gonna, continue to branch out and do more things, man. It's only right. And 2025, grateful, but I'm ready for it to leave and get into 2026 already, man. I'm just excited, bro. I'm really excited. You know what I feel like? I feel like a pastor. Am I wrong for saying that, man? I mean, to all the real preachers out there worldwide, man, it's only right if I can feel like a pastor, right? Why not? Why not? I let out the emotions of myself being a pastor. Stop it, bro. You ain't no damn pastor, bro. But look, man, I preach the gospel. I don't care what anyone says. My version against your version of gospel, hey, it's two different things. But I know, man, once I get my mind focused and set on something, and I want to talk about it, no stopping me, bro. No stopping me at all. So, 20 minutes left until the new year. Bingo. 20 minutes left into the new year. I can't believe I'm saying it. But, yo, bro, it has been so good to be on this live stream, man. Mind you, guys, I ain't been on live in probably 8 months or so. Yeah, it's been a long time. And now, like I said, with the new features now, with Stef Saucy Talk growing, and now I got the mic set up, you can hear me live. You can hear me loud and clear. I know that was an issue last year when you couldn't really hear me, just me talking through the computer screen. No. I can't do that on live streams no more. But as far as guests are concerned, right? I think that's what I've been missing too a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think now in 2026, I gotta have more guests on the show. I gotta mix it up. I gotta invite more people on here, man, to discuss. Because there's one thing that I think a lot of us do appreciate, but don't appreciate enough. And I'm gonna say it, relationships. Relationships are hard to come by, hard to sustain, but easy to get rid of. Right? I think that really sums up a relationship. Hard to maintain, but easy to get rid of. Wow. That right there, that's a gem right there, man. Don't take my word for it, but you could quote me on that. Hard to maintain, but easy to get rid of. And relationships, bro, like I said, me personally, I haven't been in a personal relationship with a woman in a while. I just been doing little dates here and there, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened over time with the dating pool, bro. I'm over here fucking around with apps like Hinge, Chispa, and all these other things. And you know what I noticed too? If you don't pay, bro, they're gonna limit you with the amount of likes. It's like 5 to 10 likes or some crazy number. So when I've been doing that, I'm saying to myself, yo, bro, I felt like I found somebody. But no, you didn't. No, you didn't. What you found was a hand-me-down. I'm sorry, man, to all the ladies out there that are probably watching me. And I've seen you in Hinge. I'm sorry, just you're not my type. And I hate to say it, but it's like, yo, come on, bro. It's like time after time you continually not finding what you want. But is it really what I want? Or is it what God wants me to want? Because really, we are creatures of our society. Once we see something, right, we think big picture, like, damn, wow, yeah, I can see myself with that person. But is that really true? What you want versus what you need. What you need is a good woman. And I think that's what someone would tell me right now if they're watching this. Fuck all that trying to get the baddies and hotties and nails done, hair done, everything dead type of females. Look, man, get yourself a good woman, bruh. That's what people gotta understand. You gotta get yourself a good woman, bro. And I hope that resonates with you out there. If you're single right now, currently like myself, there is, I wouldn't say hope, but there is opportunities and options. That's what it is. In case you're wondering out there, if you feel like, damn, man, I don't think there's no one out there for me. There's opportunities and options. I wouldn't say there's someone out there for you right now. Nah, that's not my style. But what I will tell you, man, just do you, man. Be you, be happy. And always don't have to feel like you need somebody. You know what I mean? Like love yourself first and foremost, in case you're wondering out there, where do you stand in society? As a man, you stand out because you're the catch, right? Essentially. I know you hear these girls out there, I'm the prize, I'm the one, not two, not three, and all that other shit. Screw all that, man. Any chick talking to you that hot, then you don't need her. She don't need you. So I'm not looking for that either. I'm just looking for quality over quantity. Quality! It's hard to find, bro. Hard to find. It's hard to find. 2026, I know it's gonna change. It's gonna come around. I'm gonna be traveling more. That's what I forgot to mention. I'm gonna be traveling more. I'm talking about the music fest. What else was it? Music fest, social networking events. I'm gonna do it all, man. Like I said, big picture, bro. We gotta think big picture. We gotta be outside in these streets, meet, collab with people, connect with people, bro. Okay, 11:45, 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. 15 minutes, bro. So, I'm here with you for these last moments of 2025, heading into 2026. I know it's been a rough one for some of us, but just know that change gonna come. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, change is gonna come, y'all. Let out your final tears of 2025 because we will be shedding none in 2026. You hear me? Not letting out tears in 2026. It's up to you, man. You gotta make it happen, bro. That's if anything I learned, man, 2025, I gotta make it happen. Because time waits for no one, bro. And it's not gonna wait for me. It's not gonna wait for me. If you want to go out there and take it, you gotta take it for what you want in life. And that's all I can say to you for that. You know what I mean? But Stef Saucy Talk is currently at 476, I think, subscribers currently right now. It can only get better as long as I push it to the break. Goal for next year, 1,000. That's the big picture for me. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. and continue to grow. Like I said, this business, man. I hope this business, takes me to where I need to go, gets me focused, and shows me that there is a possibility to be an entrepreneur. Not just thinking about it, but actually doing it, staying busy, and having people to work for. Have your customers to build on and work for, man. So I think that's what we got to do. Fan base, thank you for tuning in. So I hopped on. Yeah. So I hopped on live here on Fanbase, guys. Yeah. So look, bro. Man. Sometimes you get lost of words, but this time of year, bro, it's a special time. Not only it being a new year, but just thinking about all the things you've done, some things that you could change, things you can move forward on in the new year, and whatever that may be, wherever you are out there in this world, watching me, thank you, appreciate it, and do what you got to do, man. If that's anything I can share with you, is do what you got to do. Don't wait for no one. Don't let no one tell you something different. Don't say no. And things will come your way, man, if you believe in it, ultimately. So, as I'm staying on until 12. Until 12 o'clock is when I'm staying on. But what I do want to do for you right now is currently play some beats for you. Yeah, I made some beats in 2025. So let's play it. I got some beats I want to play for you right now. Some special beats too that I cooked up, man, in the studio, man. Yeah, bro, I cooked these things up, bruh. Just give me a second. We're gonna cook up some beats until we get to the new year. I'm just adding some beats. Just give me a second, guys. Give me a second. First beat, I'm gonna play some fire shit, bro. Real fire shit that I'm gonna play for you. As we got literally 11 minutes until we get to the new year. 11 minutes. So let's play one. Let's play one real quick. This one right here. This is the energy for 2026, man. Yeah. We are 10 minutes away from the new year. We just gonna play beats until then. That drum hitting hard, ain't it? Yeah. 2026. 2026, baby. Woo! Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it, baby. Woo-wee. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Happy New Year. Godfrey Dyson 6900. Yeah. I'm just running through some beats right now, man. That's it, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
saucy.
Yeah.
Saucy.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Everyone out there. We are 8 minutes away. Oh, yeah? You got a track on what? Fan base? Godfrey? I ain't know that. Yeah. What we doing? 2026 almost here, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Drop a comment down below. You fucking with these beats, man. Hold up. Let's play one more, man. 11:54. 6 minutes till the new year. I'm a wizard at this shit, bro. I'm telling you. Yup. Happy New Year. 1, 2, 3, let's go. You can switch up on that? Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Woo. 5 minutes, baby, 5 minutes. 5 minutes away from New Year. Let's go. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Let's go. Woo. Yeah, man. 2026, I'm already feeling this shit gonna be fire, boy. Yeah. What? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. Go. Let's go. What? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yo, we cooked up, baby. We cooked up. Let's go. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I went crazy on them drums. I went crazy on them drums, though. One more verse. Let's go. Three minutes away from the new year. Let's go, baby. Hey. Oh man, I was on my sample shit on this one.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Listen to this one. I sampled a late 70s, early 80s beat on this. Sampled record on it, bro. Two minutes, baby. 2 minutes. Stay in there with me. 2 minutes until the New Year. 2 minutes. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Y'all hear that drum line? That drum line goes stupid. I told you I'll be on my shit, man. I be cooking up. Ooh. Yeah, that scratch in between, that shit was dope. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know who I can see on a beat like this? Nas, Benny the Butcher, that type of energy. Yeah. Huh. What? 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hey, hey, hey. 1 minute. Come on. Hey, here we go now. Here we go now. Yeah, yeah. What? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Ooh-wee. And we officially have done it! We have officially entered the new year, people! We have officially entered the new year!
DJ Stef.
That's it, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. I just played your selection of some beats that I was cooking up, throughout the whole 2025. And now I got to do 2026 beats. I got to go 2026 Stef Saucy talk here on the streams, here on the videos, man. But I thank y'all for tuning in, man, for wherever you might be checking in from. It's been a great one. It's been a fun one, man. I'm going to get out here and celebrate the new year, with a drink in my hand, and I'm grateful. So happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy damn 2026 New Year, bro. We here, but until next time, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Thank you so much, man. Have a good night. Stay safe. Be blessed. And more to come from Stef Saucy. Talk in 2026. Peace.